So update on the car. Why is my hair falling from the clippy like that? Update on the car. Okay, so I called the mechanic this morning. Even though I didn't want to. Hey, you, could you stop pulling just a little bit, puppy? Hey. I've been letting him chase squirrels all day. There ain't no squirrels out right now. Pup. And he's just too cute. Anyways, we're gonna cut through the woods. We ain't gonna go straight down the stairs. I'm gonna let you see that. Oh shit. He's pulling me up this hill. So these are the steps. Hey, we're going the long way because I need to stop at the bathroom. So my car is over there. Anyways, so I called him and I'm like, hey, you there yet? Did I miss you? This is like 8, 9 a.m. And he said, not yet. I'll be there about an hour and a half. And I said, well, what happened to you last night or yesterday? And he said, that dang on part, he said I didn't have no way to go get it, and something else, or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, but girl, you told me you were coming. I said, and you tell me the same thing every day. I said, literally every single day, you tell me you're coming all day long. I said, before I know it, it's 5 p.m., the end of the workday. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing I know is it's 7, 8 o'clock. Today is almost 8:30. It's starting to stay light a little longer. It would normally be dark this time, and it's not today. So 7, 8. Before you know it, it's 7, 8. And you know, we're out of daylight hours. I said, so if you ain't gonna come, let me know. I said, if you can't do it, all you have to do is let me know or whatever. I said, and what we can do is, I said, but I'm gonna need some of the money back. And I said, and if you can't do it today, if you don't come today, I'm gonna have to fire you. I'm gonna have to let you go or whatever. So y'all, let me tell you the whole story, okay? So you know the feds stole all my shit. They stole all my physical cards. I can't get cash nowhere. So remember, you see me telling that he had a brand new alternator. This is how they operate. Had a brand new alternator. He was like, hey, and if you want to make some extra money, you know, he said, oh, no, he said, and I'm going to tell you about it later. I got a way to get both of us some extra cash. And I was like, really? And he was like, yep. And so later came, he was like, so I got an alternator. It's brand new. You put it in the box and you return it. And he said, they give you cash back. I said, I paid with my card, but I said, I can tell them that that card, we can't send it back to because I ordered a new one. He said, yep. And they'll give you the cash. And you know, whatever. And I was like, okay, and we'll split it. And because you know how I am about me, the shit don't be mattering for real. Oh, it got caught around his tail. I'm trying to see something. Because it looks like there's a car near my car. Hey, come back around the position. Shut up, Satan. I can't really tell because I don't have my glasses on. Puppy, I'm not taking that hill. We're going to go the long way. I got on the shoes that have the holes in them. Like my hunter Crocs. Be careful. come on, pup, come on now, come on now, come on now. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So I'm like, okay. I told him, I said, you sure? Or whatever. I said, that they not gonna find it suspicious, because I said a couple of weeks ago, you know, I had the same issue with the car. That's how I knew, or whatever. He said, nope, I ain't gonna say nothing. And I said, okay. I said, okay. So I go in there. I said, but we should probably make it look more legit or whatever. He said, okay, I'll tell you what to do. We take this sticker off and put it on there. So that's what we do. We sit out there in front of the camera and do it. Hey, stop it. Shut up, liars. And anyways, I go in there and do it, and it works. I'm like, I go back to him. I said, girl, it worked. I said, I gotta break this 100 though. So you want anything from the store, the gas station? And he like, yeah, bring me a Sprite. I was like, okay. So I get me some food, because this is coming right off of me not eating for 5 days, okay? All right, and I still didn't care about the money. I was too fucking angry. And he's the same one I wouldn't even let know or allow to get me anything but a gallon of water so that my dog wouldn't be thirsty. Hey, you. Stop pulling. Hey, I never knew we could cut right through there. We always go down here into this opening. So, they said story time be off the phone, because she was always so very interesting. Fuck this shit. Fuck the dumb shit. So, anyways, I come back, I give him 70, and I keep the rest. I told him, so I said, I'm gonna have to fire you or whatever. And he goes, no, I'm gonna take care of that. I said, and I'm gonna need some money back. I said, I'm gonna need 170. So look, the circumstances when he showed up the day to do the job, he said, hey, you got $25 on you? I swear it reminded me of my grandma. Oh, Pop. Come on. Stop it. Come on. You've been outside all day, man. We've been outside since 8 a.m. Would you stop it? You well over 12 hours out. Well, come on. You use the bathroom, I don't know how many times. I need to go. More stairs. Pretty hot. Well, what you can see of it, you can't even see much of it. That sucks. Maybe I'll do another video in a day. He really said she blew their cover and is showing up, recording, and that compromises their they'll be sitting there claiming they're the dog and claiming they need to. So anyways, literally most of the time when I'm out to 9-11, they'll be having a couple cars at least waiting on me when I get back. And then when I get, I showed that in one of the videos. I don't know if it made the internet yet though. So, look. And it ain't going nowhere. Went to the other side of the park, tried to stretch it out. Trying to stick to the line and stretch it out. No, I ain't coming over there that way. Maybe I should take him to get water over there. It's over there on the homeless side now. Yeah, let me take him to get some water, I guess. Do I want to do that? No, I'll come back and get some. And he got a dog. Okay, they're going to show me where I go with black males with dogs. And you know my dog ain't friendly. Growling already. Puppy enough. Hey, what does it smell like now? I couldn't figure out if it was really a part of reality because they've been doing that. Or, yeah, but not like they're putting it under my mask. They're putting it under my mask like I'm doing it. He just went to the bathroom before I go there. That's another thing they've been trying to do. Make sure that I go to the outhouse behind those mills. I guess they're trying to call the small outhouse a house. So now I can't go there to use the bathroom. I just have to hold it another however many hours long. We've been going the same way. So, money. I told him, I said, I'm gonna need 170. And I said, let me tell you why. Oh, so he, no. But where I left off is, he said, hey, you got $25 on me? And I was like, nope. I said, what you need it for? You need cash too, don't you? And, I had already discussed it. This is after I had already discussed gift card as form of payment. And he said, I'm gonna need some gas. And I said, well, I can tap for you if you're okay with that. And he was like, okay. But this is the same time I was getting inside the lift. Spent $25 going chasing around ATMs trying to see if I could get cash just for the feds to intervene and block it, make sure that I couldn't get cash. There was no reason why I shouldn't have been able to. Because it works. It's that simple. They're acting like it don't work because they had a guy at USAA lie and say that it doesn't. So look, I go and I come back. I go and I come back. And puppy, excuse you, kicking your stuff on me. I go and I come back. And when I get back, he's standing parallel and they're doing weird shit. I'm obviously on my phone and making a video, but you obviously just wasting time trying to lie and say you me. And before, they was calling the race car a motherfucking dog, and now today they've been trying to close the gap and have an actual leash in their hand with something on it. So, pup, enough. Come here, pup. They're trying to set him off. This dog is serious, man. He do not play. Puppy dog. Hey, they got on. They went on. Yeah, good boy. I'm such a good dog. Okay, so anyways, he goes a little spit after I sniffle. So he what'd you say? He's near my car. They said he took my car because I told on him, and they're saying that he took my car by walking past my car. The same shit they do all the time to make a tax on it. So anyways, I come back. I'm like, I tell him what happened. We go, did I already tell this part of the story? Anyways, look, y'all, I tell him I'm gonna need 170, okay? And look, not because, so look, when I tell him the number, he's like, no, because look, the cars, you can't do that. That's like a half and half. That's a 2-for-1. I said, no, it's not. I said, that's not food stamps. I said, it's same as cash. You could buy anything with it. He said, but it's not cash. I said, you can't do that. I said, it's $200 and it's same as cash. It is not food stamps. So you can't just decide. He said, but everybody know that when you use them cards and things that you get 2-for-1. And I said, oh, and he must have sold it and got you know what I'm saying, nothing but $100 for $200, and that's not my problem. So, and like I told you, I have that information too. If I wanted to go and check and see what it was spent on for real, I could do that. But and I said, you can't do that or whatever. He said, but everybody know that how I go, this, that, and the other. I said, well, Gerald, look, I said, listen to me. Just listen to me and hear me out real quick. I said, because I didn't say 270. I said 170. So even if we were going by the rule you apply, which we're not, that's 100. And I said, I'm going to need 70 for the part. The 70 I gave you in cash for the part in case the part that I got don't work. And he said, no, the part good, this, that. I know it's the part is good. It's the right part. I said, I don't know that. And I said, and if I find out that the part works and we can use it, then I will give you the 70 back. But I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need 170. Just like that. And he was like, no, but the car. I said, it ain't got nothing to do with the car. I just told you if we were going by what you said, which we're not. You just don't like that. I'm saying we're not, because at any point in time, and I was hoping I get to talk to him in person today, because check this out. I don't have to give you nothing, and if I get your last name, I can take you to court. Okay, you should be. I was gonna kill it. You know what I'm saying? But you should be glad that I ain't trying to go through all that. I'm trying to just short and fucking sweet. Give me that. You need to run that. And on top of that, like I said, you 4 motherfucking weeks. That's a whole damn month. You know how much that cost me in hotels? Lyft rides, DoorDash, shit I couldn't do myself because I didn't have my motherfucking car. No, you don't. I don't have to. I just realized there's people there. They didn't being quiet and shit until they start moving. See what I'm saying? In no glasses. Listening to what the fuck I'm saying. So, did he come and jack it up? Come here, pup. Bring yourself here. And pay attention to what's going on. Uh-oh. There's some things. Come here. Come on. Stop. Shut up. Hold on. You shut up.